Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Be sure to check me out over on Rumble. There you'll find all of my stuff from YouTube, plus my political and social commentary and weekly current events, which YouTube frowns on. Links to my Rumble channel as well as my other YouTube channels and links to let you order my books are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an Unexplained Phenomena video on phone calls from beyond. I had kind of sort of heard about this for years, but I never really thought much about it because I didn't think it was that prevalent. Apparently it is. Bonnie McConnell got a phone call from an old friend. It was a Sunday evening and the two spoke for quite a while. Bonnie's friend, Enid Johnson, explained that she had been moved into a nursing home. Since Bonnie had not seen Enid in over a year, she thought nothing of it. Bonnie promised to visit her the next day and bring a bottle of brandy with her. Enid responded by saying she had no need for such things anymore. Then the call abruptly ended. The next day, when Bonnie asked the receptionist at the nursing home which room Enid was in, she was informed that Enid Johnson had passed away and had been found the previous day on the Sunday morning. Yeah, she got the phone call on Sunday evening. If this had been a singular occurrence, one might think it was a hoax or some kind of a fluke. But this sort of thing happens far more often than any of us would care to admit. One such event took place in 1969. A young man got a phone call in a rented cottage from his father. He later found out that his father had passed away that evening at the exact same time as the phone call. He also discovered that the phone in the cottage was not hooked up in any way. It was just there for decoration. Yeah. Excuse me. Many famous people have experienced this phenomenon, from authors to actors to politicians. It seems that anyone can be susceptible to these phone calls at literally any time. Excuse me. Still getting over a cold, so bear with me. Then there's the case of Charles Peck. On September 12, 2008, a horrific train crash killed 25 people, including 49-year-old Charles Peck. The man died on impact, but searchers were sifting through rubble trying to find bodies for several days. During the first 11 hours after the crash, Charles Peck's phone dialed various loved ones 35 times. As a matter of fact, searchers used the phone location trace to find Charles Peck's body 12 hours after he had died. That's how they found his body, because they traced the phone, because it was making phone calls. Yeah, that's just crazy. Any way you want to look at it, unexplained phenomena exist, and many of these will never, ever be explained. When your phone rings next, who do you think is going to be on the other end? That's all the information I had for that, but I wanted to expand on that a little bit because it's a crazy phenomenon. It happens all the time. I have had relatives tell me that it happened, but I got to be honest with you, the relatives that told me this thing that I don't really, they tend to drink a lot and they're not uber reliable. We'll just call it that. But I'm going to have to go back and talk to them again, because after doing the research on this and finding the sheer number of cases that are reported, you hear a lot of times, I woke up and my great-grandfather was sitting on a bed and he had just died an hour before, that kind of thing. You hear that a lot. Matter of fact, I think I've done a video on that. But this thing about phone calls, especially the one in the cottage where the phone wasn't even hooked up, or the one where the guy was in the train accident and dialed all that in the first 11 hours, so it was 35 times or whatever. See, stuff like that makes you wonder, because there is more to life than the crude matter that makes up our body. I have long believed that. Human beings have a soul. I like to think that dogs and cats do as well. But I know human beings have a soul. That's my faith. I have faith that is true. And I dare say that nothing normal on earth can destroy a soul. You can kill a body, but all that does is free the soul. That's my personal belief. What happens to, what does that soul do afterwards? Does it go directly to heaven, directly to hell? Does it hang out in limbo and become a ghost? I mean, who knows? Maybe they get an inch to talk to somebody. You never know. Maybe there's a message that they feel they need to deliver, so much so that God allows them to make a phone call. Who knows? Again, I'm not qualified to answer that, but these are questions that need to be asked, because these phenomena exist. The unexplained phenomena that I talk about actually do exist. I do the research. I present the cases. It's up to you guys to decide. And if you have other stories of this, other comments, if you have more information, stick it in the comments. I'm sure everybody would love to read them. I know I would. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. UFOlogist, a scientific representative of a pacifist race called the Gandhiri, is sent away as an exchange officer. His objective, to learn the one skill his species never developed, to fight. And he's sent to learn that skill from the one species who does it better than any other in the galaxy, humans. If you like science fiction with an upbeat military tone, check out my novel, Vanguard One. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me.